the home of the 12s. They raised the banner just a moment ago. We are set for football at Lumen Field here a mile south of downtown Seattle. Today, it's week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
What now?
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that we saw in this game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love the blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. Check pass. Check pass.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Walker with another carry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Seahawks at 4-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all. Right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us to rock. let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On play action, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On second down, Jacobs. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
MC's right here.
Geno now to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker, 54 yards. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Carr. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to run now. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. 57 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Hey, Brandon Cooks, the
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, now it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He'll find Eskridge here complete. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. Throwing now is Geno. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now Geno on first down. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, set. 19 seconds.
On first and 10, Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Penny. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play, because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Now Geno. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he can net some field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustain. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day three corners.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson on for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Got him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
On 2nd and 10, Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
3rd and long, it's Smith. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
That's pulled in at the 32, and he goes out right around the 39. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Don't kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Again, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. On the counter, it's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throw out wide to Walker. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Smith now to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not everyone's going to be a big hitter, but you're not going to take that type of result each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. 3 quarters in the books. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Carr now to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. This offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Pushes him over. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mac Hollins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these 2 sides. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Right there, hurt.
Again, Walker. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Smith now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. So that changes things, no doubt. We thought we might be on the verge of our initial score of the game, but after that interception,
The long return.
yeah, then they had that long return, and now it's the other sideline who might be the first to put the points up. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Carr. Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Now it's Smith. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Smith. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Smith. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. He's back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for the last gas from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple, because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
In motion comes the tight end left. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
I told my boss it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track, I was messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, I ain't know I'm in trouble. My heart cold, man, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just real Jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boss it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head